Better. Plus.
This is Terry MILEWSKI in Fort Worth, Texas, home of the Cowboy and of the F-35 jet fighter. Around here, they don't back down from a fight, and they are fighting to hang on tight to the billions of dollars that Canada will spend on jet fighters. That's coming up on the National.
In this story, the predator becomes the prey.
Just weeks ago, our senior correspondent Terry MILEWSKI showed us the Boeing Super Hornet, the fighter jet that's gunning to replace Lockheed Martin's F-35 as the Canadian military's next big buy. And since it's hard to argue against $20 billion savings, Lockheed Martin is launching its own PR campaign in favor of the F-35. And Terry has more on that tonight from Texas. Hey, Terry.
Well, Wendy, as you know, the F-35 has taken a beating as being way too costly and way too slow in solving its technical challenges. But now, Lockheed Martin, the world's biggest defense contractor, is launching a publicity counterstrike. It is determined to keep Canada from bailing out of the program.
We're in Fort Worth, Texas, home of the F-35. Hanging on through even the roughest ride is part of life here. So if Canada's rethinking its purchase, no problem.
Well, right now, Canada is a partner in good standing on the program.
Steve O'Brien heads the F-35 program and still refers to Canada as being under contract. So the maple leaf still flies outside his headquarters, and he talks of when, not if, Canada buys the F-35.
And what's key for Canada is they're procuring their first airplane, delivering their first airplane in 2017, and there are no showstoppers to delivering that full capability to Canada.
So the F-35's makers are not taking no for an answer. They insist that cost is coming down as production ramps up. So Canada will pay about $85 million a copy. Sure, they said only $65 million 2 years ago, but no matter. The pitch is Canada must have it.
I think this is the airplane for sovereignty protection.
Just last month, Lockheed's rivals at Boeing offered up a Canadian test pilot to pitch its plane. But Lockheed has one too, BILLIE FLYNN from Quebec.
And there is no one, I'm certain there's no one in Canada that dares risk the men and women that will fly this jet by giving them something that is good enough. You come with the A game or you don't come at all.
Under his arm, Flynn's holding one of the F-35's biggest technical challenges.
The visor is really the Darth Vader version.
The Darth Vader helmet is key to the plane, the pilot's all-seeing eye.
It presents all the information from the sensors, the 6 embedded cameras on the skin of the airplane, into here, so you see the landscape beneath your feet. This is to keep the glare off me and to make it look like Darth Vader. But the projection all happens on that clear screen, and you see absolutely everything out there, and it works.
But the F-35's many critics say it doesn't always work.
They have a $2 million helmet on this airplane, and when the helmet doesn't work, you can't go to combat. And you can imagine with a helmet that complicated how often it fails.
We have 2 hostile aircraft that are coming our direction.
So the PR war to convince buyers to stick with the F-35 is coming to Canada.
If you'll notice the information on the left, that's a threat warning indicator.
Tomorrow in Toronto, Lockheed will start showing off an F-35 simulator, a bid to go over the heads of wavering politicians.
Now, Lockheed Martin is going to be all over Canada in April and May, showing off its flight simulators and talking up the plane. We don't know how persuasive that will really be, but we do know that this competition over billions and billions of dollars is only going to get hotter. Wendy.
Thanks so much, Terry. Terry MILEWSKI. The future of the Liberal Party is now